Hey everybody, it's Snobz. I'm Keith,
I'm Jason.
and we got a whole giant pile of customer wrapped rolls from my bank. So we're going to break it off into denominations. First thing we're going to do is pennies. As you can see, there is a lot of customer wrapped pennies in here.
Yeah, there's one or two, and from a lot of different customers, obviously, or more than likely, anyways, because there's like 4 or 5 different kinds of wrappers in here. So, all right, cool. We'll go through them, check them out, and we'll show you the cool ones. All right, guys and gals, here is the overview. Not too bad, actually. Quite a few different things. So we've got some 2009s here. This is an entire row of 2009s. They are all Denver strikes, of course, being out here in the West Coast. That's most of what we're going to find. There is one Philadelphia. And I've already checked all of these guys out for the double die reverse and found nothing. But there's some pretty nice bright red ones in there, and they're 09, so they're worth holding on to if they're in good shape. Some of them are a little rattier, but I mean, they're a penny, so it's not like they're going to take up a lot of space or eat a lot of food, so whatever. And then we have a whole bunch of wheat pennies here. First row here. Row number 2. Row number 3. And I did find some interesting things in the wheat pennies, so I will put those under the scope for you next. A lot more 2017 Philadelphias than we usually find, that's for sure. Again, we don't find a lot of the Philly coins, but there's quite a few of them for this batch. No double die adverse on those. Already checked them. Then we've got some Mint State older pennies. Got a 1962 Denver right there. Nothing of huge value, but I mean they're Mint State and they're red, so we'll keep them. I hate to see a nice older Mint State coin get returned into circulation. I don't know why. I mean, it's just not. It's probably worth 5 cents, but I mean, I don't know. I would just feel bad about putting that back into a roll. Got a 1960D, but it is a small date. Then we have a 1992 Denver. Then it's counterstamped with Kennedy's head on it, right there to the right of Lincoln. Kind of different. And some foreigns. We got, of course, some Canadian coins. We got some young head Canadian coins there. Nothing real old, though. I think the oldest one is 1959. And the one in the front there, of course, is a 78. And then something that we never find, and I actually found these all in one roll, is some Romanian 5 Bon coins. So apparently somebody had a trip to Romania and decided, hey, I got to get rid of my change, so they threw it into their Coinstar or whatever. Well, it wouldn't be Coinstar because Coinstar would reject it, but yeah, kind of cool coins. There's one 2016 and then there's two 2018s. And then one coin, this is actually from Panama. This is a República de Panama Balboa. 1996, I believe that is. And I'm not sure who the front of it would be. Guess that would be the obverse. But, yeah. Alright, so that's everything that we found. And next up, I will scope out some of the cool stuff for you. Alright, first things first, we got that 1992 Denver with Kennedy's head counterstamped on the penny. Kind of a cool little memorial there. Again, it's damage, but it's neat, so we'll keep it. Got that 1960D small date. Not in very good condition, pretty well circulated. But it's a small date, it's the one that's slightly rarer, of course, than the large date, so we'll hold on to that guy. Got a real interesting mint mark on it too, the D's kind of weird looking. But again, they were hand punched before 1989, so that left a lot of different anomalies, different placements, different, how they were put onto the working dies. Human error always makes a bunch of different interesting things. Or just varieties. I mean, it's not necessarily an error, but kind of cool. And we got a 1957, and I'll bet you can see what's going on with that one. Got 2 die chips, one in the 9 and one in the 5. Pretty hammered, but obviously some die chips. Very well circulated. But those are errors, so they count. Next up we have another 1957D. About the same condition. And we got a die chip right there in the B in Liberty. And also a die crack coming off of the right wheat stalk right here going to the rim. So that goes in the error pile. $1958D, ultra common. Got a little bit of damage there on the rim. Again, pretty well circulated. I mean, not as bad as the 57s, of course, but still circulated. And I wanted to show you this one because it has some strike doubling. Again, strike doubling isn't true doubling, but it is kind of interesting. You can see it there on the top of this left wheat stalk. You can also see it a little bit right here in E pluribus unum. Well, mostly right here in the R, the I, and the B in pluribus. A little bit on top of the E in 1. And then the other wheat stalk, it's even more noticeable. Right there on top. And a little bit to the right side too, so it shifted at kind of an angle. I think that's the best places to see it. A little bit on the bottom of the C. But it definitely started to fade as we went. Quite a bit here on the T. But yeah. Interesting. So we'll keep it. Again, not necessarily an error, but we'll keep it. Alright guys, that's pretty much it. Next up we will have the nickels. Of course, I'll have videos in between that. But we are kind of doing a little bit of a series here where we went through all of those coins, and it took us a little over 13 hours to go through all the customer rolls. We had pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters. But until next time, guys, God bless, love you all, and we will see you soon.